Good morning. Thank you for joining us today on this platform of awareness for mental health. I really appreciate it.
Sure.
All right, so today our focus is awareness. I've been on this for a couple of days right now. We are talking about you and your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And the work continues in terms of research and promotion of awareness in our society to establish the fact that mental health issue and problem is real. There are a lot of denial going on outside there in the world, but there's no doubt. It's only a fool that doubts the proof. In your opinion, do you think mental health issues are real?
I do.
Mhm.
One of the reasons I believe that they are real is because I suffer from mental health issues. Um, I believe a lot of people confuse the two of mental health and mental illness. You know, we all have mental health. If we didn't have mental health, we wouldn't be alive, right? It's part
Mhm.
of our being, it's part of living.
Mhm.
Um, and our
Your audio cut out, kind of a little bit. Are you still there?
after I had my child,
Okay.
I started suffering from postpartum depression,
Mm-hmm.
and that has stayed with me. And
Mm-hmm.
then I had some very traumatic experiences in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I started suffering from anxiety, and it just kept getting worse and worse and became diagnosed as a disorder. Um, my postpartum depression never went away, and was then diagnosed as major depressive disorder because it never got better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I believe that mental illness is real. Because I've looked at studies, looking at the brain scans of people with mental illness and healthy people without mental illness, and you can see the difference. You can see the light ups, or the darkness in their brain scans. So I do believe that it is physical. It's not just mental. You
Mm-hmm.
can't just snap out of it like a lot of people think.
Mm-hmm.
It takes work, and I don't think that just popping a pill will cure mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
I think it takes a lot of work. It takes therapy. It
Mm-hmm.
takes discovery. It takes hard work on for the person themselves
Mm-hmm.
to put into um, nourishing and helping their mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that. I worked a lot on my trauma,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I feel better. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I do
Mm-hmm.
feel better. I do take medication, but I also do therapy, and I think that's the key. Um,
Thank
it,
you, Dee, for telling us, that this is real and something must be done about it. I think
Absolutely.
that is very key. And I really appreciate you, sharing this with us. That, people should have awareness. People should have knowledge of this. People should discover this. And they should do something about it, which is very, very important. What's your advice for our community, our society today?
Oh, education, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We need education about mental illness, for people to know that, like, you don't just get to snap out of it. It is physical, it is chemical. And I think people need to learn about it instead of
Mhm.
just looking down on people with mental illnesses and
Mhm.
thinking, well, they're just weak,
Mhm.
right? Education is key.
Thank you. Education is the key.
Yes.
Mm. Thank you. That's a good point for us to stop today on
Okay.
this episode of mental health awareness. This is what our society needs, and we are getting there. I really appreciate you coming today for sharing with us. And thank you so much for sharing part of your experiences with us. We really appreciate you. Thank you, everyone listening to this. I hope you will do something about it when you see a neighbor, a friend, a family suffering from mental health issue. This is not time to look down on them. This is not time for stigma. This is not time, to make jest of anybody. This is time to help them. Do something today. Without a mental health, there is no health. Have a nice day.